Hello, I'm Kate Stevenson, and this video will explore the key factors in the marketing environment of BP International Limited. There are many different ways of evaluating a business like BP using various different types of structures. In this video, we will look at SWOT analysis, pestle analysis, and also Porter's 5 forces, and we use these structures to evaluate the factors found in the micro and macro environments. We can use SWOT analysis to see that one strength of BP is its global presence, which means it has a higher market share. And an opportunity is the growing demand for energy, so there will be more people for BP to supply with its product. However, a threat to BP is the shift of society towards a greener environment, so attitudes have changed and we are now seeking more renewable energy which has less carbon emissions. The main weakness of a business like BP can be viewed as the many oil spills which the company has been involved with throughout the years. And an example of this is the Torrey Canyon disaster, which was written about in The Guardian 2017 for the 50-year anniversary. Now, in this disaster, the vessel, which was BP chartered, hit rocks and many of the tanks of oil split, and so the crude oil was left to go into the sea, and it had a very bad environmental impact and can be seen as ruining the reputation of the company. Political legislation can have an effect on BP's trading deals as governments begin to look towards more renewable energy forms as they start to look at the future and considering global warming and the unrenewable energy that BP tends to use. And economically, the rise in these alternatives to the energy that we originally and traditionally have used can mean that economically BP will be affected, as they may be seen as behind the times and damaging the environment. And the social shift and the concerns towards a more renewable, sustainable energy source could cause a lower demand for BP's products. BP's technological outlook from 2015 states that it is going to try and use technology in order to recover more from its already known resources. And legally, raw material obtained by BP is often a concern for oil legislation. Environmentally, the website states, the BP website states it is working to help the need for more energy whilst also lowering carbon emissions. For BP, industry rivalry and the bargaining power of buyers is high, which can be seen through using the Porter's 5 forces model. This is because the oil fields are beginning to dry up, and so BP and their competitors are all fighting for their fair share of the oil. The buyers have a large bargaining power because the industry is so large, there are so many people competing to sell their product to the consumers that the consumers can simply go to the one offering the best price or the best product for them. Whereas in this industry, the threat of potential entrants and the bargaining power of suppliers are very low. That's because there are lots of high barriers to entry for the oil industry, which means that the entrants will have to compete with the large names such as BP, which they just can't compete with. And also you need a large investment in order to make your own foundations in the oil and energy industry. And the suppliers don't have much of a bargaining power because they're dealing with the large companies such as Shell and BP. And so if they decide that they don't want to be supplied by that person anymore, then suppliers will go out of business. And so they've got to sell at a price that matches the other suppliers